hike to Pico Ruivo started with an early morning, half an hour or so drive from Funchal, up to Pico do Arieiro, Madeira's third highest mountain. Arriving in time to watch the sunrise, this made the 5 AM alarm and a shocking night's sleep seem totally worth it. After watching the most incredible sunrise over the clouds and mountains, it was time to set off and brave the biting wind and chilly temperatures for the hike over to Pico Ruivo. Let's take a look at the route. We start at Pico do Arieiro, Madeira's third highest mountain, standing at 1,818 metres above sea level. We then pass Pico das Torres through a network of tunnels before heading up the stairs to Pico Ruivo, Madeira's highest mountain at 1,862 metres above sea level. From here it's a hike back down the same path from the summit to a little mountain shelter, and from here we take route PR 1.2 to Achada do Teixeira, where the hike ends at a little cafe. I'd booked a shuttle transfer service that picked me up at my hotel, dropped me at Pico do Arieiro and collected me at Achada do Teixeira to take me back to Funchal. This was a hassle-free, great value for money option, costing around 25 quid via a company called Do It Madeira. A link to their Airbnb page is below. Upon setting off from Pico do Arieiro, the first thing that struck me was just how good the infrastructure for hiking is. I knew before that this was a popular hiking route, but even when hiking in the UK and other European countries, I've never come across routes so well planned and maintained. The route is well laid out and marked by signposts, and a well planned infrastructure of footpaths, fences, steps, banisters, and even tunnels crisscross the rugged terrain. It's steep. The first half of the hike was largely in the shade, cutting through the side of the mountain on a footpath above deep ravines and forests below, in the cool of the early morning shadow. So I'm about halfway, I think. Fairly easy walk, not as challenging as I thought it would be. Famous last words there, definitely spoke too soon. Yeah, definitely spoke too soon. I'm not gonna lie, it was a challenge getting up the steps, which seemed to go on forever. But once I got to the top, I dropped down into a valley on the opposite side of the mountain. Bathed in warm mid-morning sunlight, it was insane how different the temperature was, having gone from a chilly nip in the air and at times wrapping up to getting a bit of a sweat on. It's clear to see in the warm sunshine though, my mood instantly lifted. And with views like this, how could you not be in a good mood? Then it was time to head on up to the summit. This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Look at it. Take back what I said about this not being a challenge. What goes up must come down, and I'll be honest, I absolutely hate coming down. I'm gonna sound way beyond my years, but I don't care. The pressure on my knees when coming off a mountain is hard. The descent, however, was steady and it gave some great views of the north coast of the island. There was a real thick layer of hazy cloud lingering. It was incredible to look back though and see where I'd hiked. From Pico Ruivo with what looks like a golf ball on top is actually a Portuguese Air Force Defence radar station. Up to Pico Ruivo and back down again. It was great to look back and see the route over the stunning green mountains. Hike done, 11 kilometres. I think it's time for a poncha. And the poncha was well earned.